Welcome back to the Learning Summit podcast, where we explore the future of workplace learning and how to make learning and development work smarter, not harder. I'm your host, Alex, and today I'm joined by Sean Gilligan, founder of Webanywhere. Sean, great to have you on the show.
Thanks, Alex. Great to be here.
So, Sean, let's talk about a bit of a dirty secret in corporate training. On-the-job training. Most of the time it's, informal at best, right?
Exactly. You hear things like just shadow Jamie for a few days or ask questions if you get stuck, and then the person is considered trained. But there's no checklist, no observation, and definitely no record of what's been done.
So it's invisible. We all pretend it's happening, but there's no way to prove it?
Right, that's where the Webanywhere on the job training app comes in. It takes this fuzzy tribal training and makes it trackable, auditable, and real without turning your workplace into a bureaucratic nightmare.
Okay, break it down for us. What does it actually do?
Step 1, you define what trained really means, real observable tasks, not vague fluff. Then you assign a trainer or observer, someone who actually signs off when tasks are done right. And the best part, it tracks progress in real time. You know exactly who's done what and where the gaps are. That's huge for compliance and consistency across teams.
So it's not just about ticking boxes, it's about giving L&D leaders real visibility.
Exactly. Whether it's safety protocols in a warehouse or customer service steps in retail, you've now got receipts. It's simple, powerful, and long overdue.
And I imagine Webanywhere helps businesses implement this.
We do. As a Totara partner, we've helped organisations roll this out without the usual tech headaches. We make it seamless with guidance every step of the way.
Love it. For our listeners, if you're doing on-the-job training but can't actually prove it, this app could be a game changer.
Absolutely. If you're curious, head over to webanywhere.com to learn more or book a demo. It's time to make invisible training visible.
Well said. Thanks, Sean.
Thanks, Alex.
Before we wrap today's episode, let's take a moment to reflect on something fundamental. The truth is, most real learning doesn't happen in a classroom or inside a learning management system. It happens on the job, in the flow of work, in real conversations, in moments of trial and error. That's where people actually learn to do their jobs. Yet for far too long, on-the-job training has been treated as an afterthought. It's been informal, inconsistent, and invisible. And in today's world, where compliance matters, where knowledge retention matters, and where employee development is directly tied to business success, that's just not good enough. If we don't observe and track on-the-job training, we're leaving our people and our businesses vulnerable. Vulnerable to missed skills, vulnerable to safety risks, vulnerable to avoidable mistakes. But when you start documenting what trained really looks like, when you assign observers, track progress, and collect real data, everything changes. You're no longer guessing if someone's ready. You're building a culture of accountability. You're protecting your people and your organisation. And perhaps most importantly, you're respecting the reality that most learning is informal and finally giving it the structure and recognition it deserves. And that's why Sean and the team at Webanywhere are helping organisations make invisible training visible. This has been the Learning Summit podcast. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing. And don't forget to visit webanywhere.com